The first step is to assemble your frame. Notice how you put the top uprights in the corners of your spaces. Make sure that you look at the cast piece. It will have an L or an R. Put them in the correct corners. Having placed them in your space, you will now take your horizontal poles and put them into your first corner. These poles do telescope out. However, if you leave them short and put them in, then telescope them, it will be much easier for you. Having done that, you will go to the opposite corner and do the same thing. Notice that the buttons on your horizontal poles all line up. Now that you have snapped that into place, you will go to the next corner, taking your top upright, put your horizontals into the corner pieces. Notice how we continue to build this frame around you. We lift the pieces up to it rather than do things on the ground. If the buttons do not pop into place, just leave them there, and when you go to the fourth corner, it would automatically pop in. Having done that, go back to the other corner and finish popping the buttons into place. Now you're ready to put your rafters and your X member in. You will notice that on the rafter you have a reduced end, which is what we call a swedged end. That swedged end has to go into the X member. So put your corner in, then take your X member. There is a bolt and wing nut. You will form an X and tighten down the wing nut until it is secure. The easiest way to do this is then take your next rafter, put it into your X member first, then go into the corner. Notice that there's an S hook in the corner. You will have to put the S hooks on and then squeeze them together so that you will not lose them. There's an S-hook at the top of your curtains and at the bottom. You will take your hook and go into the corner cast pieces. There are 3 holes. The one in the middle is a large one for staking down. The other ones are for your curtains. Now go all the way across to the other side and put your hook in. Then you will attach your straps. There are 2 sets of straps, a long one and short ones. You will attach the short straps to the frame. Go all the way across with them. The same procedure is used on all 4 of your sides. If you are going to roll your canopies up and you are doing this by yourself, we have put a center zipper in each side so that you may unzip it and roll up 5 feet at a time. Unzip the center zipper and then you will roll these up to the inside if you do not have display panels. If you have display panels, then you will have to roll them up to the outside. An easy way for you to roll it is to fold up part of the curtains and then be able to do your roll. I also want you to notice that we have a Made in USA label on the inside of all of our products. Look for that label. Having rolled your curtain up, you'll notice you have longer straps. That strap is to go around your horizontal pole so that when you roll the curtain up, it will keep it snug, either to the inside or the outside. Do this all the way across your curtain. Now that you have all of your curtains rolled up, we thought we'd do something fun. Elizabeth weighs about 65 pounds and she thought she'd show you how great this canopy frame is, that it can support her weight. When you place your canopy top on and you're by yourself, you'll want to put on one corner over the frame. Put it up as high as you can go, and then you'll go to the opposite corner and do the same thing. After pulling it over the center X member, then you'll be able to go back to the outside and pull it down. Notice there's loops at the corners. You may take this loop and finish pulling your canopy top down. And then you'll have to go into the inside, and there are some straps with snaps on it that go under the horizontal poles. Make sure that you do all 4 corners in the same way. Once you have taken all of your frame pieces out of the boxes, you will notice that you have several sets of large and small horizontals. You also have 2 necks. These necks are to be placed on your horizontal pole. You may leave them on there from now on. Telescope out your small horizontal. You will notice a button pops out. Take your neck, there's a cast piece, and there's a hole on one side. That hole goes towards the center of the pole. You will then take your large horizontal pole and place it on the end of the small. The same procedure is used for both sides. This will be your left and your right horizontal poles. Place your left and right horizontals in the correct places. You will take your top uprights. Notice that there is an L on the cast piece and a right, an R. put them in the appropriate corners. Facing the front of your canopy, you will have a left and a right. Going to the back of your canopy, it will be diagonally across, a left and a right. Taking your top upright, you're now ready to put your horizontal poles into the corner pieces. Notice how we left this telescope together. Some people find it easier to do it that way and then telescope it out. After doing that, you're going to do the same thing at the opposite corner. If you watch the buttons on the top of your horizontal poles, they all line up exactly in the same pattern. Now we're going to go to the corner and take your top upright and connect your two horizontal poles. When inserting the horizontal poles, you won't be able to get both of the buttons out. When you go to the opposite corner and place the horizontal poles in, those buttons should pop out, and then you may go back to the front and finish it. Always make sure that all of your buttons have popped out in your frame. Now you're ready to put your rafters in. We're going to take 3 of the rafters. Notice that at the end it is reduced. That end will always go into the central ridge members. These pieces are all the same. Next, we take the central ridge member. Assemble the 2 pieces together. Connecting the 3 rafters. Doing the same to the opposite side. Notice how she's going now from the central ridge member to the corners. Now we're ready to put your sides and your top on. All of your sides are identical. Each one of them has a center zipper in them. You'll notice that there's a loop at the corners at the top. There is a package of S-hooks. You are to place the S-hooks into the loops and squeeze them with a pair of pliers so that they don't fall off. Next, you will put them into the hole in the corner. Notice there are 3 of them. The large one in the center is for staking down from, not for your sides. Then you will go to the opposite corner and do the same thing. Now that you're there, you'll take the short straps and attach them to your horizontal poles. Notice that there's short and long ones. The long ones are so that when you roll up your curtains, they will stay up. You may unzip the center of your sides so that it's easier to roll them up. This will give you 5 feet on both sides. Take your material and fold it up part way at the bottom, so you may continue to roll it all the way up to the horizontal pole. As you finish rolling up the sides, you will take the long strap and put it around the back of the horizontal pole and attach it. If you have display walls, you will have to roll your sides to the outside before putting your top on. Do the same with all 4 sides. You'll also notice that we have a Made in USA label on the inside of all of our products. Now you're ready to put your top on your canopy frame. We suggest that you put it over the middle one first before you go to the front and the back. Get as much material over the frame structure as possible. Once you get it over the complete side, you'll have to be pulling it over either from the inside or the outside until you get it to the other side. Continue pulling the canopy top over the frame, pulling down at each corner. Now you have gone to the inside of your canopy frame. Notice the straps with the snaps on it. You'll pull your top down and snap it underneath the horizontal pole. You'll do that in all 4 corners. If you ordered the finale with a vent, you will have to undo it and roll it up when it's at the lower level. For closing it when it's up higher, you'll probably have to have a ladder to stand on it. Notice how you can roll it up and there's a set of straps with snaps on it to keep it up.